The Zelda presentation was a couple days ago, and I thought, although I dislike Breath of the Wild, I might as well watch this, since I have nothing better to do in my life. Turns out, this might be Game of the Year and looks fucking awesome. Yes, I like how Tears of the Kingdom is looking so far, but it doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to buy it just yet. After the massive hit and miss aspect of Breath of the Wild's philosophy, I think I'm going to wait to see how the game turns out, since I've seen only little snippets from the presentation. That being said though, from what I've seen, the Zelda development team has fixed a couple of issues I had with Breath of the Wild, and in my opinion, is bringing the game in a somewhat positive direction. Now don't get me wrong, Zelda was my life, and I have loved Zelda since I was a kid, but ever since that godforsaken game wrecked any trust I had for the series, it's going to be very hard to build what I had. Anyway.
Hey, you want to see something cool?
Here we are, in the land of Hyrule.
A minor issue that had me frustrated with the game was the durability on weapons. Sure, you could argue I'm just bad at the game, and yes, I am, but seriously, it's an unneeded addition to the game. If you removed the durability and just added some good old-fashioned stats, we can evenly disperse which weapons we can use for a long time, and have an easier progression system. Clearly, Tears of the Kingdom have taken this idea and sort of combined the durability system with the stat system. Let me explain. In Tears of the Kingdom, they have decided to use a new method of weapon called fusing, although fusing isn't necessarily just for weapons, or a weapon to begin with. Its system complements itself perfectly with the weapon durability system. For example, if your weapon gets low in durability, you can just combine it with something else to create a new weapon, which in result fixes a lot of my problems with Breath of the Wild. And in a way expands on my stats idea, because as you fuse your weapon with other items, the damage will also increase depending on what you fuse it with. This eliminates the whole grinding portion of Breath of the Wild, one of my most hated bits of Breath of the Wild. Waiting for enemies to drop weapons, whereas you can just find everyday things and create weapons based on that. Also, the whole fuse system fixes travelling in the game, as now they added an easier way to get up mountains with the Ascend feature. You can climb inside a cliff entrance and use the Ascend tool, and you'll shoot straight up to the top from any closed-in area. Although it sucks you can't use it without a roof being there, that's just something the developers have to do, I guess. I think from what I have seen, I'm fairly confident I'll enjoy this game, and definitely enjoy it more than Breath of the Wild. Wait, come to think of it, there is still one big elephant in the room. IGL Numa never showed missions or quests, so for all we know, backtracking might still be in the game. Well, hopefully it should be fine with the Ascend feature making it easier to traverse. It still means backtracking could still be in the game. Good God.